Hello everyone, this is Mr. Furmanek here with a check-in for tonight's homework to try and help you out. Tonight, what you're going to do is you are going to label the images you took in the cell observation lab today. Now to do that, it is a couple steps and it can be kind of confusing. That's why I wanted to make a little help video for you. So the first thing that you're going to need is to have the lab up. You're also going to need to have your drive up as well too, because you're going to be creating some images. And you need to know where your photos are, the photos that you took. They should hopefully be saved in your download files folder for your Chromebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the very first one, which was part one, which was the cheek cell. So what I did with the cheek cell is I have a student's image that they used on my iPad to take a picture. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to your drive, and in your Unit 2 folder, and I'm just going to use the bio one right now, you're going to create a drawing. So create and share and click accept. Now when this comes up, I would first thing right off the bat is label this drawing. So this would be cheek cells, just so it's easy for you to find later on. Now once you have the image or the drawing up, you're going to insert one of your images from your picture. So in this case, I'm going to insert, I believe it is the cheek cell. Now mine's going to look a little bit different than yours since I'm going off of a Windows computer instead of a Chromebook. So I'm going to click on the image. And I'll upload the image, so the image goes into your drawing. Now this is the part where you're going to actually start doing the labeling. It's very similar to what we did with the plasma membrane labeling image. Is in the cheek lab, if you look at the cheek part one, you are going to take a picture and you are going to label the membrane, the cytoplasm, and the nucleus. So to do that, we're going to go back to our drawing and we're going to get an arrow and let's label the cell membrane or the plasma membrane first. So that right there is the plasma membrane. You're going to want to put in a text box and put plasma membrane. Now, one thing that I've learned from previous classes is see how this text box goes over the outside of the picture. You want to bring this in all the way so it doesn't overhang, because if it does, the text box may get shift when you save it as a Jpeg. So that's the plasma membrane. And then we're going to insert another arrow for the cytoplasm. And the cytoplasm is right there. So we're going to put in a text box for cytoplasm. And I'm going to move it over a little bit so it matches up pretty close to the arrow. Now, if you don't know what the parts are, the introduction of each part tells you like what the cytoplasm of a cell is, what the plasma membrane of a cell is, and finally what the nucleus is. So if we put an arrow in, let's say, here, and we put in the text box. And once again, like I said, remember the text boxes can't hang over, so nucleus. So we've got our image ready to go. Now the last thing we need to do is we need to convert this into a JPEG. To do that, you're going to go to File, and you're going to download as a JPEG. And once again, I would save this as a name that you know. So I'm going to save it as cheek cells. So it's saved. So now we've got the image, and we've got the image labeled. Now we need to insert the image into our Google document. So you're going to go to your cell observation lab, and you're going to go to the right-hand side of the table where you're going to insert. To do this now, you just go up to Insert, Insert an Image. Find the image again that you saved. So mine should be cheek cells. There's cheek cells. And save it, insert it in. And if you look at it right there, it has the image ready to go and everything all labeled. Now the last thing that you have to do is you need to label what you actually took a picture of and labeled. So in this case, this would be cheek cells, and you need to put in total magnification. Total magnification, remember, is your objective magnification times the eyepiece magnification. So the eyepiece is always 10x. This one was done on a 43x, so the total magnification here would be 430x. Now you need to do this for the rest of your pictures. So the Elodia, if you have that one done, the onion cell, the blood cell, the frog blood cell, and the cheek cell, which I've kind of walked you through. I hope this helps, and I will see you tomorrow in class.